Hey Bebuilders, welcome back from the break. We have a whole new thing going on right now. As you see, we're no longer in studio, we're still out of the studio. And we are here at the house of a certain Mr. Francois. Now, this gentleman actually has lived all over the world but decided to come back to Ghana and start up his business here. So it's very interesting what he does. I'm not going to spoil it. Let's go inside and see exactly what it is he does. Let's go. Now, I was telling our viewers that you are actually a returned Ghanaian. You were abroad for very long and then you came back. Can you tell us a little bit about growing up?
Basically, I left Ghana at a very early age to go and live with my dad. I'll be from 5 to 6 years old. And grew up everywhere in Europe. And from Europe, I came back here to visit my mom. And then moved to the States for about 15 years.
Wow. And so how long have you been back?
For a couple of years now. Since 2004. So I've been here for a while.
Yeah. Okay. And how did living abroad affect your life?
In so many ways. You know, living in different countries, learning about different cultures and traditions, it kind of gives you a broadened perspective of life. You know, and an appreciation of just basically appreciating people as a whole. So it affected me tremendously.
And what made you decide to return home?
I lost my mom, unfortunately, so that's the main reason why I returned. I decided to stay.
Yeah. What have been the main challenges in coming back?
It's a lot of it. You know, like the way I see it, especially here in Africa, it's more about who you know. It's about connections. You know, like what family he's from, or who's his mom, or who's his dad. But another challenge is the way they pay people there. It really sucks. You know. So it was a big problem for me because they're offering to pay me quarter of what I was being paid back in the States.
What is like the biggest, what is the biggest challenge you overcame for yourself?
The biggest challenge? The biggest challenge was doing something that nobody believed in. You know, that was very hard for me because people would actually basically try to discourage me here. I know it's kind of traditional being here in Ghana, obviously, but in terms of motivation, I don't always get a lot of motivations, especially from friends. There are a few friends that would actually motivate you, but they don't always agree with what you want to do. And obviously, tattooing and piercing is not something that's very common in Africa as a whole, in general. So that was really hard, but I'm glad I stuck to it. You know, it's something I'm good at doing, and it's not something I love doing or I'm going to do my whole life, but I'm good at it. So I figured why not, get into business.
So you're a businessman, really.
Yes.
How did you get into tattooing?
Well, honestly, a lot of people ask me if I used to tattoo back when I was in the States, and the honest truth is no. I wasn't tattooing back in the States. I had friends that tattooed, and I actually had a friend who worked in a tattoo parlor near where I lived. So I used to visit him from time to time and seeing him use his instruments. And sometimes when his boss wasn't there, he let me touch them and basically tattoo him. But it wasn't something I took seriously because I had no interest in it. It was just, playing around, and I got really good at it. But I figured it was time for me to start using, the tattoo guns, the machine. Which now I'm even better at it now than I am with the needle.
So what you're saying is that tattooing is an art. It's not anybody can just pick up a needle and start drawing stuff on people's bodies. You need to know how to draw, and you need to know how to...
Yeah, for one thing, you need to know how to draw. But it's more than that. It's about knowing a lot about the human anatomy. You have to be educated to be able to tattoo. You know how deep to get into the skin, the different skin layers. The epidermis, the dermis, how far to go.
Wow.
It's
a lot of biology.
Yeah.
So you started tattooing on your own body before you started on other people?
Yeah. Luckily for me, I can use both my left and my right.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, so you're like ambidextrous.
I guess so.
That is unbelievable. Did you practice that, or just something you had all your life?
It's probably something I've had all my life. Maintenance is very important, and that's what I advise a lot of my customers. Like when they leave the tattoo studio, that's when the actual work starts. Because a lot of people leave it thinking, I'm done, everything's great. But that's when you actually have to, because for example, if you cut yourself with a knife, if you leave it untreated, it's going to get infected. It's just pure logic and common sense. So it's the same as piercings and tattoos. It's become a sore, so you have to treat it like it.
Yeah. Now, you were talking earlier about the fact that, it's tattooing and stuff in Ghana and in Africa, it's not according to tradition very much in that sense. And I feel like, a lot of young people these days, we see all these movie stars and all these singers and actors and rappers, and everybody has tattoos. But, it's not necessarily a good thing. How do you deal with young people that come here and want to rebel against their parents, or, have seen, I don't know, some Lil Wayne on TV with a teardrop on his eye, and they want to come and get that tattoo, and they're really young and they haven't thought about it, and how do you handle that?
Well, there's so much to say about this. People are ignorant to a lot of stuff, and when you're ignorant to something, it's mostly because you fear it, because you don't know about it, so you always have a negative feedback about it, For example, if you talk about like the local tattoos, not even the local tattoos, I'm talking more in terms of tattoos our ancestors used to do. Although then they didn't call it tattoo. I'm talking about like branding. Branding is a form of tattoo. Like tribal tattoos or tribal brandings, where you see maybe someone has like those marks on their face, or some women have marks on their breast. So yeah, they're all tattoos. It's used to determine what tribe or what village you come from. So back then it was accepted. And so I think it's all about education, educating people about the significance of tattoos. It's not all bad.
So what else is it that you do?
Well, I love souping cars,
Wow.
like turning old cars into new cars.
That's like what they do on my right, right?
Yeah,
the show.
yeah.
So that's what you do?
Yeah, but I was doing that a long time ago.
Okay. Thank you so much for having us here today, and answering all the questions that also our viewers have been asking us about, being a tattoo artist and everything, and showing us into your life.
Appreciate it.
And you know what? I think I want a tattoo.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Will you put one for me?
Sure, why not?
Alright. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay, stop, Francois. I think I'm not going to do this today. I think I really need to think this through before I put anything permanent on my body. Like you said, it's very important to be sure of what you're doing. So for today, I think I'm just going to go home with this beautiful drawing.
All right.
Thank you so
Then
much
I'll
for
be
having
expecting
us
you
today.
back.
Yes. Thank you so much. Everybody, we'll be back after the break with a day in the life of. It's going to be fantastic, so stay with us.
Hi, my name is Francois Simpson. I'm a tattoo and piercing artist, and I would like to encourage all the youth out there to be bold.